Hi, my name is Avianna Torres, and the things that I would like to share is all of the assignments and assessments that I have in my lesson plan. So to start off, we have the book that me and my co-teachers created, and it was about things that we do during the days of the week and the months, and it's just to get our students interested in the content, which was about calendars, and it's a long story, but it's just about activities that we do, and we individualized each weekday by separating it between the three of us. And I just thought that it was really nice to have a teacher-centered assignment, and that would get the students interested. The other thing that we had was a calendar, which we used for the students to put. It was a class calendar where the class would all work together and the students would work with the teacher to create a calendar for this month. The first formal assessment that we have was for students to put events in order. So the students will have learned about the calendar and how to put it together, the months in their order, and the days of the week too. But they are supposed to be able to put events in temporal order, so that's what this formal assessment was about, was taking a list and putting them all in order. We created another formal assessment where the students would get to work with each other in groups, and they were expected to share their thinking and explain their thought process. So here they would have their name, their partner's name, and then they would go through and be able to answer all of the questions, which would be about the current week, the current month, the past, and the future. We also have these applications, which were very fun to learn about and work with. So the first one was a Starfall application called Let's Make a Calendar.
Let's make a calendar. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So with this application, it's just the students working with this specific month of the year, and they would put it together with the weekdays and the year, the month, and all the numbers of the days, and then putting in little activities or events. The second one was similar, with working with events.
The calendar game. We have lots of things to do each month. A calendar can help to keep us organized.
So with this application, the students would get to pick activities that they would want to do during this particular month, and then they would land on a certain day, and then they would have to predict based on how many weeks they were given. So what is 3 weeks from the first? So then they would guess, and it would continue on like that based on the events they picked and the month. And then the last assessment that me and my co-teachers created was more for discussion. We used it for 2 different days. So the first one was just asking the students what they know, what they've learned, the information that they have based on the content that they've been presented with so far. So asking questions about why they think a calendar is important, what vocabulary have they learned, and to provide some definitions that didn't necessarily have to be one specific definition, it just was their definition or explanations. And the final thing that we asked was, what are some events that they recalled from throughout the entire activity that or throughout the entire lesson. And then the next day we would take it, and it would be a whole bunch of events or holidays listed in a random order, since they were just giving them to us randomly. And then we would take them and ask the students, do they look in order? And they shouldn't be, because they were all randomly given to us. So the students would start to put the events back in proper order, so that way they would know how to do it for placing the events on a calendar. And I just thought that all of the assignments and assessments that we created besides the summative assessment was really fun and exciting, because we created them ourselves and actually made documents out of them besides the applications. But it was just a lot of work that we put into it that I thought was fun and unique.